Hi and welcome. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is April 10th, 2020. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content. Come back for more. If you are an eBay seller, then this video is for you. What I want to show you in this video is how to cross-sell within eBay. I know it sounds crazy, cross-selling within eBay. Well, in order to find out, you're going to have to stick around to check it out. So if you want to know how I do it, if you want to know, I'm going to share this little tips and tricks with you guys. Stick around, it's coming up. Thanks. Okay, before I go into it, I just want to tell you guys one thing. I love sharing information with you guys. That's what my YouTube channel is all about, to help inspire and share. What I'm about to show you is it's pretty interesting. It's pretty good information, and I think it's a good tip, and I think it will help out in some cases. I'm not going to do this show. I'm not going to show you how to embed the videos in this video, in this particular one here, in this particular eBay video. Well, I call it an eBay video, but I'm going to show you that I have embedded videos within my description, and that we're going to do at another time. But for all intents and purposes, I want to show you how to embed or cross-reference other items within your listings, which could be done on a regular basis, you know, if you choose to do so. It's a lot of work at some point, but if you want to use this particular technique for certain items or for certain merchandise that you want to cross-sell, I think it's really good to check it out. So I'm going to walk you through it right now. I'm going to take you to a couple sites. Well, I'm going to show you my eBay listings first, and I'm going to talk a little about it as far as what I do to kind of like get other people interested in buying other merchandise from me. So it's pretty good to do. You know, it's a pretty good technique to use. I have no problems with it. As far as I know, eBay there's nothing. I'm not doing anything wrong with it. So my listing's been up. Nobody's ever complained about it. The only thing I will explain as I go along is that when you're doing this particular, listing technique, if you want to call it that, you got to make sure you specify what that item is being, the item that's being sold for and what it is for. And I'm going to show you that right now. Let's go to it. Okay, here is a sold listing. This item sold yesterday, and what happened was how it sold, and I ended up dropping the price. It was $49.99, and I ended up dropping it to $30.99, but I took off the best offer because I figured I do not want this to go any more lower. I don't want the buyers to get me sell it for 25 bucks. So it was for $49.99. I dropped the price to $39.99, and I took off the best offer with this particular item. Now, the reason I want to show you this item here is this one here is for the Cuisinart SS 700 Cured Single Serve Coffee Maker. Like I said, this went out today. It was sold yesterday, went out today. In my listing, well, I should say the photos, you're going to see I'm going to have quite a few photos with this here showing it, right, the condition. Well, let's go into it first. I want to show you what I'm referring to. Let's click it on big here. Okay. Here's the unit. It's powered on. Okay. I show you the sides of it and all that stuff there, the bottom and so on and so forth, and all the things that comes. Really nice machine. I'm sure they're gonna enjoy this here. I hope. I packed it up really well, so I always say I hope it gets there in one piece, not in pieces. All right. So as you notice, I take a couple of pictures of the unit, okay, and I'm showing you it's powered on and so on and so forth. And I talk about the little, like I said, this one had little paint chips wear over here, but again, the person seeing it, the picture's there, black and white. Well, in this particular case, color, so they know what they're getting ahead of time. I always try to be very thorough on my listings. All right. So I take pictures like this here. Then I pop in other gear. Now, here's the thing. The only time I would use this technique, if you want to call it that, or go this way in regards to selling an item, is if you're selling multiple items with the same, like this is all Keurigs, right? So I put this one here. This is a different model. I don't remember the model on it, but and that's another different model I got there. All right, I think I only did these two. Yeah, I only put two in it because the other pictures I had to keep in there. Now, when I mean cross-selling within that there, this is what I'm referring to. So when a person comes here and they look at this one here, this unit, they see this and say, he's got some other ones. Now let me show you the description really quick in order how to get there. Well, they're going to see it anyway, but this is where you got to be very careful when it comes to doing things of that nature. You got to specify, again, you got to specify what this sale is for. For example, I put over here Of course, I always start off my auctions like this. Hi and welcome to my auction. This week I'm offering the pre-owned Cuisinart SS700, Keurig Zinc coffee maker, blah, blah, blah. Model number SS700. Okay, this item's been tested, it works good, and so on and so forth. Then I have over here, please see the demo video. Now, I don't know, maybe I think in most cases the demo videos do help. In some cases, I believe they do, but that's my take on it. You guys may beg to differ. But if you take notice, I go in and I tell them, this is what I usually started off. And you guys might want to do the same thing. It's up to you. It depends how much you want to put into your description. I like to keep it on a semi-professional thing because, like I said, I've been with eBay for over 20 years, and I want to keep a good name. That's why I just added this recently here, this banner here, 100% satisfaction, eBay Power Sold, which I am, PayPal verified I am, and I do fast shipping. Okay, so let's read a little more into this. See, you might want to do the same thing. The overall condition of this item is nice and clean with some light paint fade on the silver part. Okay, and shown in the photo. Please note, please note, there is no measuring spoon. Now, a measuring spoon would come with this item. There's not. So be careful because some people may be selling the same items, and if a buyer may look at another listing, and they may inquire about that. Hey, I noticed there's a spoon, a measuring spoon. It comes with yours don't. So you want to be sure you be as definitive as possible when it comes to your description. You can never put too much into a description, as far as I'm concerned. The more, the better, is what I say. All right, because you're giving the buyer a heads up. It's no surprises here. Okay, so what you want to do here is so then I put over here there's no measuring spoon or water filter. Now, sometimes they do come with water filters. This particular model didn't come with a water filter. So, again, I had to let them know. And I put in here, I'm making the capital letters, no measuring spoon, all right, or water filter, or original packaging, or user manual included with this item. Okay? Give them a heads up, because some people may say, well, if they don't see it in the picture, most likely they're not going to ask that, but you never know. You never know. And then I put over here in bold lettering, please see demo video below the description to learn more about this item. Okay, so we're going to go there in a second, but if you look over here, I put in green, I highlighted in green. If you get a chance, please check out my other Keurigs that are available on eBay. See photos. This listing, okay, I don't know what happened. This is supposed to be bold too as well, but I must have seen it. This listing is for the Keurig Cuisinart model SS700 coffee maker only. They're not getting all three of them for that price, of course. I know they're not thinking that, but I'm just saying. So you want to make sure you specify that only if you're selling multiple items. I'm selling multiple Keurigs. There are other ones, different models, but I more or less got the electronic ones I wanted to just share with them. In other words, if they don't like that particular model, hey, I'm giving them like a heads up. Check out my other ones. You know what I'm saying? Check out the other models. You might like those. Maybe you might not. This one might not be for your liking. They're all the same price range too. I dropped them all down. So if you guys see anything, I dropped them down last night. I had them all at $49.99. I'm talking about the electronic ones here. The push buttons, all that stuff. The better models. They were $49.99. I dropped them out to $39.99. And I took out the best offer, folks. So that's as low as I'm going. So I hope nobody's going to question and say, hey, can you go a little lower? I'm not going to go that much low, folks. I mean, it costs me enough to buy. I don't get these things for $5, $10. I don't. So I got to make a little something off them. Here's the other thing, another little tactic you might want to do. Now, I've been getting, on the people who bought this here, I put in here, this is a good tactic. I think it helps. I really do think it helps. You may beg to differ, but I think so. I put in here, here's what other buyers have to say about their Keurig coffee makers purchase from Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. And these are actual, these ain't made up. These are actual, positive feedbacks from other people. And you can see here, the Keurig arrived right on time. You did a fantastic job in shipping it. This is what they're writing. I didn't put the item number there, but you can see it for yourself. I have nothing to hide, folks. I tell it like it is. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Here's another one. Excellent packaging with care. Love it. Okay. Shipped quickly in great shape. Great seller, fast shipping. Would go back again. Nice, clean Keurig. It's just what I wanted for myself. Thanks. These are actual feedbacks. Okay. Now, you might say, well, they could always go to you. Suppose they don't. Suppose they don't go. That's what I'm trying to say. It's already there. It's like you're putting it right there. You're putting it out there. Say, hey, this is what I'm all about, guys. This is what I'm all about. This is the service I offer. Okay? This. Let me put it this way. And I'm not saying because I did it. This is my ad. If I seen this here, I'd be more than happy to buy from this buyer. Let alone, he's not always a power seller. He's also top-rated seller plus. So, you know, I got good recognition from eBay. I mean, to be promoted to a power seller, and I'm also top rated plus. So that's all in the world why I would want to deal with somebody like this. And it's not because it's my listing. It's because that's the way it is. I mean, that's the type of service I provide. Now, if you want to add even a little more to it, if you got the time, I'll show you how to embed the video in there. Here's a video right here. And that's me, you know, doing a demo. Okay, I'm not going to play it on. It's going to go into a bigger window, of course. But this here, I believe, these demo videos, when it comes to electronics, but you know, you could also just showcase stuff that you're selling too on your videos as well. So you may want to, I did clothing video one time, but I put it on my other channel because I said, I don't know, maybe the people that subscribe to this channel, they want to see ladies' clothing or this, that, and the other day. So I left it on the Shop RJ Pasini for Great Deals YouTube channel. All right, things of that nature, because I don't know, you know, I don't want to turn you guys off because I talked about this before. My subscriber base goes up and down. I get 2, I lose 2, and I don't know if it's because they don't like the content they're putting out, or maybe they're not really interested. So I put that stuff on my other YouTube channel. Okay, I have other YouTube channels, about 4 of them. I know all different ones, but a couple are inactive. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're not here to hook on those channels. So again, this will help. Now, if you want to go further with that there, as far as cross-selling on your platform here, what you want to do is do this here. I'm going to take you to my listings here. I'm going to go to eBay, and I'm going to show you, let's go to sell. All right, I'm sorry guys, my computer is not the fastest computer, but it works, right? That's how I got to look at it. It works. Okay, so anyway, we're going to go here to my listing, and here's the takeaway. All right, now I'm going to use this particular one right here, the Charlotte Russe black gray skirt. All right, now when you look at this here, I'm not gonna put all those other ones there. Like, hey, you know, check this out. These are girls' clothing, right? You know, girls' clothing. This is my stuff my daughter gave me. Just to share with you guys, the clothing and stuff, the shoes, the sneakers. These are from my daughters. So I will only sell their stuff right now. I haven't gone to thrift stores. I don't really. Not that I'm not saying I don't buy used clothing at thrift stores. Anything I buy is always washed and sanitized before I put them up on eBay. These are my daughters. Of course, they're all washed and cleaned and everything else to go with it. But I'm not going to do that particular thing and say, hey, check out my other listings, only because, you know, I could do that, put other pictures in it, but then it's a little more involved, because then I got to say, well, this is for this. And it depends how many things you got. You only get 12 pictures with these here too. So you'll limit it as far as like what pictures you could put when it comes to cross-selling. Okay. Now, here is the listing. Okay. Satisfaction guaranteed, money back. All right, just very brief, cut and dry. This is my feedback policy. There's nothing here at the bottom. You see this here? There's nothing here at the bottom. Now I'm going to show you a listing I just updated. I'm going to show you how I embedded it and how I did that there. Okay, so we're going to go back here again. We're going to go to this window, and I'm going to pick out this one right here. I want to show you something really interesting. I picked this up yesterday, and that's why I love sharing information with you guys, and I'm hoping you guys will take advantage of it. So check this out. Okay, I did this one before. Now the only thing is, you got to set this up ahead of time, folks, because for the simple reason is, I didn't find out about this until later on, but I'm going to show you how I'm going to be putting it in my template for eBay going forward. All right, and it does, and it pretty much, I believe it updates. Okay, as far as I know, I believe it does. But I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to show you what the site is. Now, I got this one here. I know you're probably thinking, oh, it's also leading to segue. No, I'm using it as an example. But if you are interested, please buy away. I can use it. All right. So now it's the same thing here. All right. You can sign up for my newsletter. I don't really have a newsletter right now, but you're more than welcome to sign up. Anyway, so we're going to scroll down here. Keep scrolling down. Okay. I'm very cut and dry with it. You can see it just says, oh, yeah, welcome this week. I'm offering this pre-owned hybrid women's t-shirt, blah, 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 and so on. Okay. So you scroll down here. Bingo. Look at this. This is something different. Right? Now, these are active. Now people may say, well, wait a minute, I know about this fruition thing, or, you know, cross-selling thing. I remember seeing this here. Yeah, eBay did have it. They did. I believe they still do. But I came across this one here, okay? And I want to share it with you guys. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it once you set it up, okay? So I'm going to walk you through it right now. So don't go anywhere, okay? This is going to be done live. I'm going to show you live, and I'm going to show you may want to do it. You may want to do it. Why not? And if you do click it on, these are all active. See it? See here? These are all active. This is what's on my other listings. This is another way of cross-selling. Now, with the Keurigs, I do that with the other Keurigs. I got other Keurig models too. I got the B31, the K10, I think, something like that. Those are all different ones. I have one that's being sold. I have 3 black ones, and I have 1 red one. And I think I did the same thing. So I'm not going to bore you with the same exact thing again as I did the other ones. Okay, now let's show you how you could do the same thing. Put this in your listings if you choose to do so. And let me tell you something. You're not going to have to go one by one by one. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. So please pay attention and follow me through it, okay? I'm going to do the best I can at this here. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the service here. It's called JPEG Bay. Now, let me give you a URL, okay, so you can get there. It's www, well, all right, let's go with it. Let's say the way I have it up here. https://jpegbay.com. It says free image hosting for eBay. Look, right up here, folks. Free hosting for eBay. All right, free image hosting for eBay. It says free. Okay. Now, if you want to add photos, here's the thing now. Here's a takeaway. If you take a picture, I'm going to show you something really quick. I want to do something really quick here. All right, you got to bear with me for 1 second. Now, all right, you know what? I'm going to go back to that in a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's do this one right now. Let's stick with the cross-selling, the cross items. All right. Now, when you get to this page here, okay, I signed in. All right, I'm signed in over here. You're going to go over here to crossitems.com. Okay, you're going to click this on. Okay. What you're going to do here is you're going to type in your eBay user ID. Mine's already typed in here. And you're going to choose your listings. Choose the site that you're on. Go down, eBay, United States. They have other countries there, right? Hong Kong, India, so on and so forth. Okay, you're going to hit the Create button, all right? You're going to click that on. It's going to say Creating Gallery. Please wait a few seconds. All right, I just showed you that, okay? Now, what you want to do is, there's 2 things. I tried the bulk insert code. That, folks, what that was supposed to do, I don't think it's working right now. Let me see something right quick here. I want to see something. I want to see if it's working. I don't think it's working. And I'll tell you what in a second. You're probably wondering, what am I referring to? I'm going to show you in a second. I don't think that part's working. So let me go back to. I want to pick another one out of random here. Unless it took time to upload. Let's see. I'm going to pick this Juicy Couture one here. Let's see if it in there. What the bulk editing is supposed to be is when you go through it there, you could have them automatically embed in your listings, and I didn't see it happening, okay? I don't know if there's a glitch in their system. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, it's not showing up. All right, so it's got to be done manual. I don't know what the problem is with that, but you know what? Going forward, when you start to list, if you choose to do so, maybe it's not working on my system. I don't know why, but you would think it would. Maybe it's something on there. Okay, I wanted to show you something, but let's go back to this here. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Please don't. I think in the end it'll help. I'm going to type in over here for gallery name. I'm going to put in here Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. All right. Now, you could change the gallery size from 4 rows, which is here, and 4 columns and 3 rows. Okay, right? That's what they have here. You could probably change it to more. Well, it depends how much you want to put in there. Now, what you're going to do is, and you could change this here. You could put the border on. And watch the border here. Look, watch over here the border. See the square edge? You could get the border gallery like that. It puts a little, I think, a border around it. And you could round the corners off. Watch the corners now. Watch here. Okay, you could round them off. I think it looks nice. If you don't like the color green, you could go with the blue, or if you want, you could go with orange. Pick something that you feel is going to stand out. You could do a light gray, and you could do dark if you want a dark. Okay, I kind of like the green right now because I kind of think, I don't know, kind of like it pops a little, but that's totally up to you. That's irrelevant. I mean, you could do it at any point. Now, what you want to do is both auctions and buy. Now, you could change the listing types here. Okay. You could put only auctions, only buy now, or you could do both, auctions and buy now. I want both. That's what I recommend you guys to do. You could also put listing title keywords. I didn't bother doing that there. As you can see, my eBay account is here, gallery ID, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And what you're going to do is go down to the bottom, and you're going to hit Save and Apply. Now, here's the takeaway. Each time you bump out of this here, you're going to have to redo the same thing over and over again. Now, I tried the bulk insert code. It didn't work. Now, you guys could try it. It'll walk you through the menu. Okay, when you do it, it'll walk you through it. Okay, I tried it. It didn't seem to put everything in there. Maybe I'm not doing that particular thing right. I don't know. Okay, so what you want to do is this. All right, here's what you want to do. When you get to this stage, okay, this is the whole premise behind this here is to show the buyer what are the things you have. Now, you might say, yeah, well, they could just say, click on see other items. Right, but suppose they don't click on see other items. Okay, suppose they just go there and go, I'm off here. Now, you might say, yeah, but this is going to be positioned at the bottom. Well, that's the thing. If you're good with the HTML and you know how to place it in the body, the top, there's a way to do it. But I'm going to show you, we're going to play around with the HTML thing if you want to get this. But most likely, I don't know, it might be very distracting if you put it right on top. So for the most part, you want to keep it at the bottom. What you could also do is say, in your description, please check out, please scroll down to the bottom of the descriptions to see more of my other listings. You could do that as well. You're going to play around with it, folks. I'm just throwing it out there to you. The rest is up to you if you like to pick up, and play around with it. That's the whole idea of this here, to help you out. Okay, so you saved it and you apply. Okay, now what you're going to do is go over here. See where it says HTML? Right-click, select all, and copy. Okay, you're going to copy it. All right. You're going to go back to your listings now. This Juicy Couture don't have that at the bottom of it. You see? It don't have it. Now, I know you're saying, yeah, but they could just say, click on see other item. They could. That's true too. You could do that too. But suppose they don't. I don't always do it. I don't know. Maybe you guys do. I don't always do it. Okay, so what you're going to do is go like this. You're going to click on, again, you could play around with it. If you like it, that's good. And if you don't, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you guys out. Sharing this information with you guys. Okay, so you're going to do is you click on, you're going to revise your item, and what you want to do, these are always going to show up on the bottom. There's a way to play around with it if you choose to do so. What you're going to do, let me just update this while I'm here too. Might as well, there you go. Your item specifics have been updated, see? I can also fix that at the same time. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to go over here, and you're going to click on HTML. Okay, now with the HTML, you could do it this way. I'm going to show you, but I don't think it's advisable. So what you're going to do is if you move it down, this is what will happen. All right. If you click it on, I don't know if it's going to work. It should. Well, we can go back again. When you click it on, this is what they're going to see right to the boot. So when they go here, it's going to say check out my other listings. Now that might throw them off because say, oh, I got to go through this before I get to that. It all depends. Again, you could experiment with it. All right. I think, for all intents and purposes, I think it's most likely better to be at the bottom. But yeah, one never knows, right? I mean, you gotta experiment with this stuff. All right. So okay, you don't want that there. All right. So let's go back here. Let's get this out like here. Let's see if we can get rid of this here. Let me see. This is what I'm trying to show you. I don't know if that's such a good idea here. Now, playing around with this, you got to be careful because sometimes you end up screwing yourself up with this here. So we don't want to mess it up. All right, let's see where it started. Let's see. Sometimes you got to be careful with this here because now you got to play around with this here. I tell you the truth. Let me just redo this again really quick because I don't want to take out the wrong HTML code in here. That's what I'm trying to show you. Decide that right to boot how you want to do it. I think it's more better at the bottom. You guys tell me in the comments below what you think. You could do it that way, but all right, we got to do this again. Let's set it up. Let's say we get that. Okay. All right. Here's how it's going to look. You got to go again. Go to HTML. Go down to the bottom. Whoops. Just hit the tab key once. Paste your code in here. Like that. Go back to standard. Scroll down. And voila. There it is. Okay. Now, if you want, you could also put in there, scroll down for the bottom to check out my other listings or something along that line if you choose to do so. I don't know about anybody else, but I always check out the whole listing. So for me, I would end up seeing this here. To me, I would end up seeing this, okay? And these are all active. They're all fresh, updated, okay? Even prove it to you. See, it says see here. See it? It's an active hyperlink. Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on for a second. Oh, I forgot to do one important thing. I'm sorry, guys. My fault. Update the listing. You got to do that. That's the most important thing. You got to update the listing. And don't forget to hit the redirect button. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It works. Trust me, it works. Take my word for it. Just gotta let it update the listing. Okay, click the I'm done so it redirects. There you go, redirecting. Okay, let's go back to that one again. The Juicy Couture. And we're gonna scroll down here. And you can see, bingo, it's there. And these are active. And if you say see it, boom, it hyperlinks you right to the clock, Charlie Brown clock. Okay. Now, you know, some people may say, well, you know, it's easy for them to just click it on, or, you know, maybe you might not want to do that. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to be doing all my listings like that. Now, I know it's only, I got 118 or something like that, but going forward, if you're starting out, this is what you might want to do. Now, here's the program I use. Whoops, I got bumped out here. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just pause the video really quick, and I just want to go in and want to walk you through it really quick. Okay. Here's my template for my eBay listings, okay? I recently put this here, okay, this here, I added to it. And what I want to do going forward, now again, you got to see how it's going to work as far as updating. What I want to do going forward is put this little HTML tag at the bottom. Now, this one here has a video on it, okay? But going forward, I'm going to take this one out just to show you what I'm referring to. Okay, this one here is just a brief intro for this here, this thing here. I like to add videos to my, you notice I like to add videos, right? I'm going to show you really quick, but I want to save this listing as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the HTML. Now, this is front page 2002. Let's just verify it really quick. Yep, front page 2002. It's an old program, but you know what? It works. It works. So what I'm going to do is go to the HTML, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom again. Let me go back all the way to the bottom. There we go. And here's where I got my video link here, but we're going to take that out, and we're going to put over here right above the right below the body, and we're going to put this in here. We're going to paste that, and then when you go back to normal, this is how it's going to look when I save it. All right. Now it's still not. I guess it's still got to upload whatever. My profile, more items. Let's see. Well, that's right, because this is not active right now. This is my template right now. But this is what I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to be doing it going forward. All right. Yeah, I don't know. The other pictures didn't come into play just yet, but that's how it'll look. Let me see if I preview it. What happens when I preview it? Okay, I got this message here, this error message, but there we go. All right, that's how it'll look. And then what I would do is when I upload this here to my eBay listings, what I usually do is, in order to get this to work properly, I will go to an eBay listing and I will put this in an HTML. Just click on HTML format, and what I do is I just hit select all and I copy it. Okay, and then I drop it in. Well, let's do a live one right now. Let's change something here, like really quick. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go to this one here. I'm not going to actually upload. I'm just going to show you how it's going to work out. All right. So let's go back to this one again, just for argument's sake. I'm going to show you how it works. Now that's with front page 2002. Okay. Let me click over here. I got to just make sure I don't keep it that way, though, right? All right. I'll show you what I'm referring to. This is what I do. This is how I do it, folks. Okay. This is the real deal here. All right. So we're going to go. We're not going to worry about the photos because they're going to stay the same. Are they saying update any more stuff here? Okay, I think I did everything. All right. We're going to go over here. Now, this is what we have right now. Okay, we're going to leave that there, but we're going to come back to it, and I'm just going to back out of it. Okay. What I would do is click on HTML, select all, right, and delete. All right. Right now, there's nothing there. I mean, if you look at this here, it's gone. Okay. So what I do is then I go back over here to mine. Remember this one here? All right, it's going to work again when we preview it. Hopefully it will. We're going to, if I can get my mouse is going crazy over here, folks. I'm sorry. Woo, there we go. Okay, I'm going to select all. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to that listing. Where am I? Here we go. I'm going to put it over here, and it's going to go in as an HTML. I hope it works now. Watch, it's not going to work probably. I'm going to click on here. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, flashback, asteroids. Okay, that's the game I have. And bingo. There you go. Now, I use that as a template. I'm going to back out of here because I'm not going to say it. But you see how easy it is? But that's how I do it. Now, there's another way you could do it too if you just copy and paste it, but I don't think it works that way. I like to do it in the HTML format when it comes to adding stuff like that. For me, I'd rather do it HTML. You could do it standard. I've done it this way too. Well, let's see if it's going to work with this here. I'll show you another way I could do it too. Let's bank out of here. Okay, let's keep it as a standard. Okay, so it's standard. Here's another way of doing it with the format too, with the front page 2002. But I don't think it works good. You would right-click it on, and you copy it. Right. Let's go here. I don't know if this is going to work, folks. I'm experimenting with this the first time I'm doing it with this one here. I mean, with this particular program. Oh, I just bumped out of here. And I keep bumping in and out. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on for a second here. I don't know why I keep bumping out. I apologize. I might bump out one more time here. So if I do, hang in there. I bumped out. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm back. let's put it, paste, and see what happens. Okay, so either or. I guess you could do it either or. I like the HTML format. Oh, see, it don't work that way. See what I'm saying? That's why you're best off going with the HTML format. All right, so let's get rid of that there. So yeah, go with the HTML format. I'm glad we did it together so you'll get an idea of what's happening. Let's recap it one more time. Let's go back to the HTML. Make sure everything's copacetic. I want to make sure it's going to work the way I expect it to work, hopefully. And I'm going to probably bump out again. Probably lose you guys. Okay, I didn't lose you this time. And we're going to paste it again. We're going to go to standard, and there you go. Use the HTML format. All right. So now we know if you have any problem with that, don't do the standard. Go with HTML. The other thing I want to show you guys really quick as well, what I want to bring to your attention is, sometimes when you have pictures like this here, and I noticed that, let me go back over here. If I add certain pictures to, this is another reason why you need to use the JPEG program, because it's a hosting program, and I think it lies within the hosting service, that photo. And I think what happens is when a picture uploads, if there's anybody out there that knows more about this here, please correct me and help me out with this here. I found it where if I was to take a picture and put it in here, let's say, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You got to get the full aspect of it, get the whole idea from it. I'm going to pull a picture, I don't know, let's say this one here. Let's see. No, that might show up here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to see something here. Whoops. Okay, let's get this out of here. Not that one there. These are all pictures I had over here. That'll probably show up, but that's not what I want to really show you. No, it's not. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh boy. Okay. It's. I'm sorry, guys. I have so many different things going on at this place with this. It's just too much stuff. It really is. Okay, photos. I'm trying to show you what I'm referring to. You know what? I don't want to take too much time. I'm going to pause this video, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to show you what I'm referring to. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, I pulled this particular photo, well, actually picture, off my folder. Okay, my photo folder, and I want to show you what happens. And I'm not going to leave it like this, but I'm just going to show you what happens if you. Let's say I want to keep this here. Let's move this over here if I could. Let's see something. Hold on. Oh, if it'll work. Okay, let's just say I was going to move this over here. I'm not going to leave it like this, folks. This is just for demonstration purposes. Now, I like this. I like this picture. I like the top rated plus. Now, but the only thing is, watch what happens when I do it in an HTML format. Watch what happens with the picture. Okay, we're going to go to the HTML format. I still have that other window opened up here. I'm going to right click. Right, I'm going to select all, copy. And I'm going to go back to that window again. I still left it open. And I'm going to go into the HTML format. I'm going to paste it. And I'm going to go to standard. Watch the photo. See what happens? You see here, folks? And you might say, yeah, but that's because she didn't save it. No, even when you save it, that's how it looks. That's because it's not on the hosting picture, on the hosting site, that JPEG thing. Now, we're going to do this together, and we're going to see if we're going to get it to work. All right, this is why I want to show you. That's why it's very important. I know this video is going to be a little longer, so it might be worth hanging out just to get the idea of what I'm doing here. So I recommend you stay if you could. If you got the time. If you're busy, you could check it out another time. All right. So let's go back over here, and we're going to add photos to this. All right. We're going to go back and add the photo. I got a whole bunch of photos there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to click this on here. I'm going to put it over here. You're going to upload it. Okay. It'll say loading the gallery. Now, when you click it on, you might say, yeah, but look how it looks. I understand. Hang in there. Follow me on this for a second. You could fit it to width, fit on the screen. But we want to go back. We don't want it that big. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we want that size. Now, watch what happens when you do it this way. Now, let's see if I click this on really quick. Bear with me for 1 second here. Now I got to figure how I got this to be. This is the part I gotta help you out with here, because I did it that one time. All right, I think it'll be saved on here. Let's see for a second here. I'm trying to see. I know the windows are closed over here, but let me see something here really quick here. Copy the image. I think if you copy it, it should work, if I'm not mistaken. Let's make sure here. Oh, wait, let me go back here for a second. Hold on. Like I said, I just found out about this, so you got to bear with me here. So it's kind of like a learning process for both of us here. All right, let's see here. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm learning just like you guys. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to go over here, and you want to save this if all possible. Okay, you want to save it. This is what you want to do next. Is you want to copy it. Okay, my galleries. All right, now I don't know, I didn't put anything in here. Switch to edit mode. I'm going to leave it like that for now. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything with that there. Upload images. Okay, so what you want to do is after you save it, you want to go to upload. Or no, well, actually, upload more. No, we don't want to upload. We already upload this one here. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to get this HTML code here. See it on the side after you click it on the image size. What you want to do is select it, copy, right? And then you want to go back. Let's go back over here again. And let's go back to normal. I want to see if it really, all right, we'll leave it over there for now. Let me drop this HTML code in here. We're going to drop it at the bottom. So it's going to probably come out the bottom, but it's okay. We could probably move it around. We'll put it over here. Paste it. HTML JPEG image. See what it says over here at the bottom? Look, right here, folks. You got to play around with it, but you'll see what I'm talking about. It's worth in the end if you want to have a nice description, if you want to add pictures. Okay, so now that you added it, let's go like this. Select all. Again, copy. We're going to go back to that window. Whoopsie. First, let's get rid of this first. We get rid of the old stuff. Delete it. Let's put the new stuff there. And I'm hoping it's going to work. But now you're going to get this here, JavaScript. If you get this here, just say help me fix it. It'll do it then, remove the content, whatever. Save it. Let's see what happens here. All right. In this particular case, this particular thing ain't working for some reason. I don't know. Now, I found that one thing with browsers, you got to be careful with this here. For the most part, this should work because this one was working like that. So let's go back one more time. I want to do something here, folks. Let me go back over here again to that window. I think this is what I did the last time, to be honest with you. I think this is what I did. Seriously. Let's copy the image from here, okay? Let's copy that image. Let's try this one more time here. Sometimes it works different. It's a little fluky and with different browsers, so you got to bear with me for 1 second here. All right, let's go back over here. Let's take this one. Let's take this picture out. Let's cut this one out. Okay, and let me go back really quick for a second. 1 second here. Yeah, I noticed that happened with the browsers. I know it worked. I know it'll work. Believe me. Copy image. Okay, so we're going to copy the image, and we're going to go back over here again. Actually, you're going to go to this one here. We're going to paste it. Okay. All right, like that. Maybe I could do this one here. I could do it this way. No, actually, I got to do it the HTML because I want that coding in there as well. All right, so let's go back to the HTML again. That's already in there. Once you put that picture in there, it automatically will get. It goes into the HTML format here, so it's already in here somewhere. All right, so let's select it again. Every time I want to show something to somebody, things like this happen, right? Sometimes the browsers are a little fluky too. Let's get rid of this again. I should have got rid of this right from the get-go. Let's try this again. Let me get out of here. This doesn't happen all the time, folks. This doesn't happen all the time. And when you think, oh my God, you're gonna like, I got to do this each time. No, you don't. No, you don't. Seriously, you don't have to. All right, okay, let's see. Copy it again. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's drop the HTML code in here. Hit that. Bingo. There you go. All right. So now that'll show up. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about with the image hosting. And this will, if I save it, it'll stay there just like that. So when you want to add certain pictures to your description, you might want to, make your eBay listing really nice. I'm thinking of taking this out here. I'm getting tired of looking at this here. I might want to do a different banner. That's how I'm going to have to do it. You have to put it on that that image hosting right here, and this is what it's called, JPEG Bay. Now, as you go along, you're going to learn how to use this thing. Okay, I know that was a little off key what I just showed you, because you're probably saying, it didn't work the way the guy showed me. No, you got to play around with it. Okay, just go back to the video and watch what I'm doing, and you'll get the knack of it. Once you get the knack of it, folks, it's easy. It's cut and dry. Believe me, it's cut and dry. You'll have no problem doing that there. Okay. Another thing you could do too, if you wanted to add a banner to your eBay site, let's say your homepage, whatever. There's another way of doing it, but I'll show you that in another video because this will take too long. If you want to know how to embed videos into your eBay description, drop a comment below. I have a video somewhere. Folks, I have over 1,000 videos. So right now, let me bump out of the screen, okay, guys? So just keep that in mind. It's JPEG, okay? JPEG Bay, and I give you URL. It's one more time, https://jpegbay.com. That's the imaging hosting you need in order to do that. Now, and look, it works. It's right here. Okay, there it is. It's there. There's that picture. I'm not going to leave that there. Matter of fact, I got to get rid of this thing. I got to go back here because I don't want that stuff in there. I don't want to save it. Accidentally, people are like, what is that thing? The guy's putting it in there. So we go back to that topic again. All right, let me bump out of here really quick. Wow, that was something, folks. I mean, it really got me going there. It got my goat going there for a second. As I said to myself, I'm over here showing you guys this stuff, and I'm saying, I know it works. I'm thinking to myself, I know it works. I got to show them it works, But you know what? It's okay. I want the video to be perfect. I wanted to make it streamlined where it goes right smooth across, and you see everything in its full entity, how it works with no little bugs in there, right? I know I was going to get it to work because it did. I went through that once before, and I tried that. You may have a photo. Let's say you want to do something. I notice it works out with eBay. That's why they have the eBay imaging hosting. I could never figure it out for the love of money. I couldn't figure it out. Now I have a website. Now I don't know if people say if you have your own website. If there's anybody out there that could help me with this here, you could tutor me along. Okay, you can give me some advice. I thought if somebody said if you have your own website, you could put that picture in there and it'll be up in there. But I don't know. I think maybe I didn't do it right. Maybe it is there. I don't know. All I know is I've been trying to do that once before. Every time I want to add a banner picture or I want to change my description in there within eBay, I always got that. And I said, geez, on the front page 2002, right, that's the program I use, that's my go-to where I do my descriptions for my eBay listings, right? And I said, geez, it works on there, but yet when I take a picture, I copy and paste the picture from somewhere, from a folder or whatever, it comes out with that blank. You seen that blank there? And I said, I know I've done this once before. And I said, I couldn't remember which site it was. That's why it's drawing me crazy. I said, what's that site again? And then then this thing came back and said, oh, that's the one I used. There was another one called Photo Bucket. The reason why I like JPEG Bay is because it's free. Now, they do have a premium service with it, but as far as I know, this service I showed you is free for as long as you want to use it that way. Now, I don't know if there's a limitation on how many times you could add photos to it. I don't remember seeing that. But they think they do have a premium one that you could, where it's cost you a monthly fee. That's what happened with PhotoBucket. PhotoBucket, the way I understand it, was an image hosting service where if you take so many pictures, you can load it up on their server, I guess, or whatever. And I think what happens is when you do that, like on eBay's site or whatever site it is, maybe on your own website, it goes out to that image hosting service, whatever, and it pulls that image and it puts it in embeds it within your website or whatever. In this particular case, eBay's website. But that's why I like it. And if you're really creative, if you want to add different photos and pictures and stuff like that, that's the way to go. Now, if you want to add a big picture, you could do a big picture too. But again, for all intents and purposes, go back to the video if you want to learn how to do it. Just pause it, replay it again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't write any books on this stuff here to do it, but I think a video is actually a lot better than to sit there reading. Because how people read and interpret. I did technical writing back in the day, and it's not bad to sit there, but to do it in layman's terms and stuff like that. I'm not a pro on that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not an HTML programmer or anything of that nature. But I did do technical writing on how to build blade servers back in the day when I was back in the IT field. It's a lot involved. But anyway, I probably could write a little booklet about it, whatever, but you're better off just watching a video. As I was saying, every picture tells 1,000 words. I'd rather watch a video than sit there reading a book. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That's why people go to YouTube, because they don't want to read books necessarily. They want to see it in action, And if you're doing a how-to video, you don't want to, you want to see how it's done. If I came on there and I said, okay, guys, I got my pad here. Okay, we're going to go to step 1, and this is what you're going to do, and then step 2, step 3, and stuff like that. You'd be like, already, enough already. Show me how to do it, okay? I don't want to hear about step 1, 2, and 3. I want to know how it's done. So, again, I probably could do something like that, but you're better off just replay the video. Check it out, okay? Now, when I said about cross-selling within eBay, now a lot of you may question, hey, Rich, you're putting those pictures in there like that with let's say with the Keurigs. Let's go back to the Keurigs. Now, has eBay, if anybody from eBay contacted you say that's forbidden, you shouldn't do that? Well, no, I don't find anything wrong with it. I had them up there now for a long time. Nobody's saying anything to me because I'm being very specific. Okay, and the most important thing, folks, if you are going to do that, only with multiple things. I'm talking like Keurigs. I'm not going to do it with the ladies' clothing. You could say, well, you only get, remember one thing, you only get 12 pitches within eBay, and use them sparingly. So if you're going to do a lady's top, let's just say, so you want to take the front, the side, the back, whatever, no, just the front and the back, whatever. So that's 2 pitches. Okay, now if you have multiple ladies' clothing or shoes, you could do something like that. Oh, you're not interested? Or let's say you got multiple tops. You could say, okay, I also have, if you're interested, please check out my other listings, my tops. You could take a picture of those tops, whatever, and just say, okay, but specify, the key to this thing, folks, is specify what the item is for, what it's being sold for. In other words, that specific thing. You got to tell them, this item, please note, this item is for Juicy Couture top or whatever it is, because they may be thinking, this could happen, but that's where you got to put it in there, bold lettering. They may be thinking they're getting all those shirts for that price. So you got to put in there. That is the key word. You got to put that in there and say, please note, this is for the Juicy Couture shirt only. Okay? And when you tell them to please check out my other listings, these are the other tops that you may be interested in, make sure you put that in bold lettering. Because, folks, if you get the wrong buyer, gets the wrong interpretation of it or impression, they may say, oh, I wasn't impressed. I was getting all 4 of those shirts, all 5 of those shirts, depending on how many you're going to put up there. Okay? And that's where the discrepancy will come in. And that's where probably eBay will say, well, I don't know. It's a good idea, but I don't think it's right because this is what could happen. Now, I've been doing that right along with certain things, with the Keurigs. Thank God, never had a problem with it. Okay, you might say, well, that's freshly new. You just started doing it. Well, you're right, I did. But I'm making the buyer aware that you're not getting all those Keurigs for that price. You're getting one. And it's common sense to tell you the title is going to state it all. It's going to say it all. Cuisinart, that one I just sold, the SS, was it 700? That's what the title is. That's what it's all about. That's the unit that you're interested in. So I'm throwing out that other information saying, hey, listen, if you're interested, if this Keurig is not the one you're looking for, check out my other Keurigs. I don't see anything wrong with it. And if eBay did catch wind of it and say, if they said to me, oh, that's, you shouldn't do, I'm not doing anything wrong. All I'm doing is I'm just letting them know there's other Keurigs they may be interested in. But that is the key thing. If you're going to do it, make sure you list that in there, please, for yourself. I don't want anybody following my lead and say, hey, a week later, a month later, I tried what you said and I got eBay took it down, or they reprimanded me. They said I shouldn't do that. Okay, I'm telling you, for me right now, I've done it at least over a month. There's nothing wrong with it as far as I'm concerned. Nobody complained. Nobody from eBay said anything. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm cross promoting. Okay, they had a thing called program. I think they still have it. It's called Fruition, where on the bottom they used to have there's like a little thing there. It was like a little slide preview, and it would go by. I don't know if you guys remember it, and it would go by. I don't know if that even works anymore. It's called Fruition. And what they would do is they would have it there, and as it would go by, and I remember seeing it, and I used to click it on myself because they had other things, and it was going by. It was like a marquee thing, and it would go by with different photos, and it would say, check out my other items. I don't know if eBay did away with that. I really don't know. I think they did. I don't know. I think I tried activating it, and I couldn't get it to work. But this thing here, just give you a broad. It gives you a picture, like I said, a broad little segment of what you're selling, just to give you an idea. It's not going to show if you got 1,000 listings, you're not going to put that thing with, you know what I'm saying? It's only going to depict so many out of them. That's what they tell you. You can even set up how many columns and how many rows you want. The more columns, the more rows, the more pictures are going to show in there. Okay, but it's just when I mean cross-selling within eBay, meaning, look, let's be realistic and let's be honest here. When you check your listings out, I did a video about this once before. eBay puts other sellers' listings embedded with yours. And if you've never seen that video, check it out. I did a video about that. You may know what I'm talking about. When you go and do a search, here's the thing. I'll tell you right now. If you go on your listings, okay, check it out. Sign into your eBay account. Click on one of your items. Okay, click it on. It's going to show normal. Okay, seriously, check this out for yourself. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, you could leave in a comment, leave a nice comment. Don't be mean, and I'll respond to you. Then sign off it. Copy and paste that item that you just checked, your item. Let's say it's a Keurig. Okay, let's say the Keurig S75, whatever it is. You copy and paste it. First you sign in. Check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Scroll way down. You won't notice that there. Then sign off and come in as a user, like an unknown. Okay. Paste that in there in the eBay search, right? You're gonna get your listing. You're gonna come across your listing. Okay. When you come across your listing, click it on, and when you scroll down, the first part's gonna look normal. Watch, it'll change it now, right? The first part's gonna look normal. And then keep scrolling down, and you're going to see similar products. Okay? And you're going to see, and then you keep scrolling down even more, keep going to the bottom, and you're going to see different ones on there. Sponsored listings or whatever. You're going to see all that. Okay? See, the way eBay has it set up is when you're signed into your account, I love eBay. This is the only thing I don't like about it. Okay? Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship with eBay. I say it in a joking way. This is what I don't like about eBay, when they do the way they do that. When you sign in to your account and you're looking up your listings, everything's fine. Everything looks good. Everything looks great. But when you're not, you come in as an unknown. I mean, the person just casual shopper, right? When you go into your listing, that's when you start seeing similar products. When you scroll down on your listing, and I look at it, that's my real estate. I paid for that. Believe it or not, even though I have a store, I paid for it. That's the only thing I don't like about eBay. And then they have sponsored items on there, and you keep scrolling down, you'll see more and more and more. So check it out for yourself. If you don't believe me, check it out for yourself. So here's how I look at it. This is why I'm looking at it. If anybody is questioning me from eBay saying, hey, you can't have that JPEG thing there, cross items in here. Well then, if that's the case, then eBay should take off the sponsored and similar items on my real estate that I'm paying you guys for. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, if you want to cross promote other people's stuff on here, I'm going to cross promote my stuff. Okay? I understand, you know, you want to, people, you know, maybe that's what the, what do you call it there? What do you call it? The sponsored things there. The, you know, I can't think of it right now. You know, when you're paying for the listings there, you know, the promoted listings. That's it. The promoted listings. You know, that's probably what it is. Promoted listings. All right. So you say, well, if I do promoted listings, I'll show up on somebody else's. Yeah, well, maybe. But if 1 million people do the promoted listings, how is your items going to show up in it? They may and may not. I don't know. So to me, if I'm going to pay for promoted listings and end up with a whole bunch of other people with the same category, the same item, I'd rather just do it on my own listing, and leave it at that. All right. So look, I don't know how long this video is going to take, folks. I just want to share information with you guys. Okay. Like I said again, this year I'm doing this video here with good intentions. It's not to hurt anybody or make any derogative remarks about eBay or how they run their business. The only thing I don't like is, like I said, and I said it once before in my other videos, I don't like the idea that they put my listing, they put other people's listings with my listing. Now, if they change that around and you guys check and say, well, I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen that. I don't see what you're referring to. Let me know, and then I'll walk you through it. I'll show you the video I did. I did it a while back. Okay? It's in the midst of 1,000 videos. I don't know which one it was, but it was a while back, and I talked about this here. That's the only thing. That's the only beef I have with eBay. And like I said, I love eBay. I've been with them for over 20 years. That's the only thing I don't like with that part. And I think that's what makes sales a little hard when it comes to selling. Now, there are people, like I said much before in my other videos, there are people making money on eBay every day as we speak. April 10th, 2020, even considering what's going on with this virus thing going on here, people are still buying. People are buying off of me. All right, I made a few sales this month. Okay, it's only the 10th, so we'll see what happens with the rest of it. But people are making money. I follow 3 people, 3 guys, that are selling items day to day. One guy did $1,300 in a weekend. And we're not talking last year stuff. We're talking last weekend. Okay? Now, this guy's not boasting and bragging. He's just saying, oh, you had a good weekend. But kudos to you, man. I'm not going to tell you so. Please don't ask me who the people are. I say this in my other videos. They got enough publicity. They're doing fine. Trust me. Take my word for it. But, you know, the thing is, you know, and I say to myself, you know, they're selling things that I never came across. And if I did, I wouldn't even think about picking it up. But these people pick it up, and people buy it from them. And they're making sales on a daily basis, month to month, back to back. They are. I've seen it. I checked their sold listings out. And you can see it. If you go to February 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and they may be making, one guy was making 7 sales in one day. 8 sales the next day. On one day, 2 days, whatever. So even if they have a skip in it, and they don't make a sales, let's say it was February. So let's say they made so many sales on February 1st, they skipped February 2nd, and maybe the 3rd. But yet on the 5th, or near the 4th and the 5th, they made 8 sales on one, 7 sales on the other. So it makes up for it. And these guys aren't making buku cash. They are making a couple grand a month. Easy. Now, then you got to figure, you got to factor in your cost of goods, your eBay fees, PayPal fees, and so on and so forth. So if you're making, let's say that guy that did $1,300 gross sales for the weekend, you got to figure the cost of goods and all his fees and everything, what goes on. So let's say the guy comes out with, I don't know, I can't guesstimate. But it's not going to come out to be a $1,300 deal. We know that, okay? So whatever his profit margin is, kudos to him. I'm sure he's making a profit margin because he's getting this stuff pretty cheap. Okay, but I'm not jealous or envy. I'm all for you, man. I'm all for you. I mean, if you're making sales, and God bless you, man. I wish you all the best. Kudos to you. You know, you're doing it great. I wish I could do the same thing, but for me, it's a different thing. It's a different ballgame. And not only that, these guys have YouTube channels where they're getting their subscribers to buy from them. And how I know is because when I go to their sites, they'll sit there saying, well, I got 8 sales from a couple subscribers here, you know, from subscribers on my YouTube channel. So if there is a downplay in just people in general not making sales, he's making off his subscribers. And these guys might have 20, 30,000 subscribers, 60,000 subscribers. So along the line, and they're basically telling them, their subscribers, what they get. They'll say, oh, I picked this thing up for $5 and I sold for 20, whatever. Or they're telling the people, this is what I picked up, this is what's going to go up on eBay. And those people who follow them, no doubt, have an interest in eBay, so that's why they're there. Okay? Look, I do this YouTube channel. I do the reseller news, I do Let's Talk eBay, and I do some do-it-yourself and how-tos. Okay? If you guys want to learn, I'm going to share whatever knowledge I have, common knowledge, whatever. Okay? Not rocket science, but I'm going to show you what I know, what I could do, what I think works, and what I think don't work. Now, some of you may try out some of the things I'm telling you, and you may say, well, you know what? It's not working. Well, look, it's like anything else. In order for a carpenter to build, you got to give him the tools to work with it. I'm putting the information out there. What you do is up to you, folks. I don't know about you, but I know I'm going to use what I'm giving the advice to you, what I'm telling you what I'm going to do, or telling you what you might want to do. I'm going to do it regardless. So I'm going to use what I just did, what I just showed you. I'm going to use it in my listings. It's going to take a little time to do it because it's, I just picked up on it, And when I get this information, like I said, I like to share it with you guys out there. So if you are an eBay seller, and this is poised towards eBay because that image hosting service is for eBay, okay? I don't think it's going to work with Amazon. And like I said, Amazon. I'm a registered seller on Amazon. I don't sell on Amazon. I'm not in the list on there right now. I tried it. I talked about my other videos. The reason why I'm not too crazy about Amazon is because you got to get permission sometimes to sell certain things, and I don't have the time or the time or place to sit there and contact them and say, well, I want to sell a Sony camera, or I want to sell an HP camera. Oh, you need permission to sell this. That's why I get turned off with Amazon. And not only that, their fees are just as high. So, I'm going with the team player right now. For me, well, I've been with eBay, like I said, for over 20 years. So for me, I'm going to stick with what I know. eBay, one thing I got to say about eBay versus Amazon, they don't have those type of restrictions with that. I want to sell a Sony camera, boom, I pop it on eBay. I want to sell an HP printer, boom, I pop it on eBay. I don't have to sit there and eBay constantly say, well, you can't sell that, we need permission from HP to sell it. Amazon, with certain things, I couldn't do. That's why I got turned off with them. Every time I try to put certain things on there, boom, I go all through the trouble, putting it on there. As soon as I hit the submit button or whatever, oh, you cannot sell this thing here, you got to get permission or something like that. I don't have time for that. What am I supposed to contact HP or Sony? Hey, can I get a written authorization from you saying I'm allowed to sell it on there? Come on, I don't have time for it. And then I just don't. So that's why when I do my reseller news or I talk about eBay, it's for eBay. Yeah, and on occasion you will see me talk about Etsy on there. When I do the reseller news, I talk about Etsy. I might talk about Amazon. There may be PayPal information coming out. I share that information with you guys. And yeah, I take this. I take time out of my busy day too. But you know what? I enjoy doing this for you guys. That's what my channel is all about, to help, inspire, and share. Okay? Can't help you guys monetarily. I wish I could. So I figured the only way I could help out is by sharing information. Information, knowledge is power, information is power, whatever you want to call it. Okay? The more you know, the better off you are. And like I said again, I don't know if anybody else will tell you these things. Maybe there are. Maybe there are people who will tell you about cross-selling. Maybe they'll share it like I would share. I don't know. I share it. Okay, maybe there are people, and I can't say for sure, I'm just saying, I don't want to speculate, but, some people, not everybody wants to, they can say keep it close to the chest, so to speak. I don't mind. You say, well, there's enough competition out there, and, we don't need to know, everybody else wants to make sales, and that's fine. I want to make sales too, but at the same time, I don't mind sharing information with you guys. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm not doing anything wrong. If I know how to, if I could help you guys out, and you get a takeaway from it, and you try it, and you say, hey, Rich, it worked, or I tried it, nothing happened. Okay, at least you gave it a shot. There's no guarantees here. In life, there's no guarantees. Well, there are guarantees. There's two things. You know what I'm talking about, the taxes, right, so to speak. That's a guarantee. But I'm just saying, for the most part, there's no guarantee. I mean, it's just like these people that sell these courses to you. Are you guaranteed to become successful? Nobody knows. But people put it out there, and people pay for it. Now, I could easily conjure up a book, make a little manual, how to sell on eBay, how to make sales and do stuff like that there. I could do the same thing. but I don't, because I don't mind giving the information for free. I told you on this YouTube channel, it's going to be for free. Maybe in time to come, if I could ever get 1,000 subscribers, which I'm hoping to one day, I might not see it. I may not see it. This channel may never grow to 1,000 subscribers. I hope it does. If I can get the channel monetized, where, and then I can have a Patreon account, and then, if people want to contribute to this YouTube channel to keep it going, I said it before. If I was to, people said, well, what would you do with the funds if people did contribute to your YouTube channel? I would buy, probably, instead of using this Laptech mic I use for my videos, it works. $2.50 at a thrift store, not a garage sale, thrift store. It works, right? You can hear me. I'm talking. I'm not talking, that's staticky. And a little HP webcam. Maybe I get a better camera for it, where the picture will come out really good, maybe 4K, whatever. But that's what I would do. It invest into the business, and plus it keeps me going. It keeps this channel going. The more information I put out, the better off you guys are going to be, hopefully, especially if you're an eBay seller or you're an e-commerce seller. It doesn't have to be eBay. But I got to say this before I close out. On my channel, I should say on my channel, on my Facebook group, the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys are out there, spreading the word. All I know is that Facebook group, the eBay Top Rated Sellers group, is growing in leaps and bounds. The last time I looked, it was 2,578. And every day, I get about maybe 10 or 12 people, they do friend requests. It's not members. I call them members. But it's growing every day. I don't know how it's becoming so popular. I mean, I do say follow us on Facebook and Twitter, but I'm like overwhelmed. I mean, and I do videos on it. I've been doing live videos on the Facebook group, sharing some information, welcoming the group members in and stuff. And I can't believe how that group is growing. If you guys want to join it, you're more than welcome to. It's the eBay Top Rated Sellers group. Okay, you can check it out. It's probably in the links below. I'll drop it. Well, the links are all. If I put in there a whole bunch of links, the software I use, my eBay store, and so on and so forth. You could just type in, Richard J. Pasini, whatever, on Facebook, and you should find it there. Or just type in eBay Top Rated Sellers group. But I tell you the truth, I never seen a group grow so fast, folks. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, I think it is. I think it is phenomenal. But the thing is, I'm hoping people who join that group are coming there to learn. I don't know if they're coming there just to hang out and see what it's all about. They're more than welcome to if you want to just get an idea of what it's all about. But it is to help, and you don't have to be eBay Top Rated Seller either, folks. You don't have to be an eBay Top Rated Seller. That's just the group I came up with, the group name. But, it is there to help. And, if you do have questions, whatever, there are other members in the group that hopefully should be able to help you. So, I mean, I hope you guys, if you do, check it out. Ask questions. I'll try to answer whatever I can. If you guys need help with certain things, I will try to help you the best way I can. But I'm just taken back by how fast that group is growing. I mean, every day. And I don't know I guess someone's spreading the word, because every day I turn out like 12 people, 8 people, 10 people, 12 people. And it's like every day there's so many people wanting to join that group. I can't believe it. It's phenomenal. But anyway, listen, I hope this helped out. I hope you got a takeaway from it. I hope you liked it. And I say this in my other videos. If you guys want to give it a thumbs up, if you like this information, you thought it helped out in any way, I hope it did. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post out the videos, please hit that bell notification icon. Now, before I close out, if you don't want to receive too many, because I try to do daily vlogs or daily videos, if it's too much for you, then you might not want to hit that notification bell. That's totally up to you. I don't want to overburden you, because I don't want you to say, oh God, again, this guy. Can't he do it once a week, once a month? How about once a year? No, really. I can't help it. I get a lot of information on a daily basis. Like I said, matter of fact, I was going to do the reseller news today, but it's going on 4:30, already 4:30 p.m. I like to break for dinner. I like to eat dinner once in a while, because really, it sounds crazy, but I am so into doing this work. It's my YouTube channel. And it really means a lot to me to get this information out to you guys. It really does. It really means a lot to me. And the most important thing, the most joy I get out of this here is if it helps you people out there. because I want to see people succeed too. Just like myself, I want to succeed, but I want to see people succeed. You know, and the only way I could help you guys out is putting information out there, and also, like I said, when I do the reseller news, or Let's Talk eBay. That there's just to share. Well, the Let's Talk eBay part of it is just to share my experiences with eBay. Maybe I might have had a problem or whatever, and I just want to throw it out there to you guys. But the reseller news is basically talking about maybe the changes or upcoming changes going on eBay, or just things that's happening in general within the e-commerce platform. So, I want to share this stuff with you guys. And it's a shame I lose subscribers. I mean, I don't know if YouTube is cleaning house to get rid of inactive people. Maybe people who subscribe to my channel decide it wasn't for them. I hope they, maybe the content they don't like, or maybe they don't like me. I hope they do. I mean, I'm doing the best I can to put out the information, but you got to expect that to happen. It happens to the best of us. I mean, even people with millions of subscribers, I look at some of the people I follow, and some of those guys lose it. Some people lose their subscribers too, but it's not the end of the world. So if you're ever thinking about starting a YouTube channel, in conjunction with your eBay, because maybe you want to do something similar to what I'm doing, you might get that happening. You're going to get an influx of people subscribing, unsubscribing. Maybe they don't like the content. Maybe YouTube is getting rid of inactive accounts or spam accounts, whatever. It could be a number of things. Or maybe people just don't like the content anymore. Maybe they're tired of it. Maybe it's not for them. On this channel here, I do not discuss religion and politics, and I don't use profanity. Okay, I tell it like it is. I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat anything. So when I put out information out there, if I'm doing good on eBay, I will tell you I had a great week, great month, whatever. I'll tell you the truth. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys and tell you I had a great week and I didn't. I tell it like it is, and that's what I like about my channel. I don't sugarcoat anything. I tell it like it is. And I think sometimes that might be a turn off for people, because they may feel, well, I want a person that's going to be very positive, always have positive. Well, look, folks, there's pros and cons to everything. If anything, a person would want to, I would think, would want to know if the pros and cons of something. Especially when it comes to selling on eBay or any platform. I would want to know. I'd want to hear both sides of the story. Especially if you're gonna make that move. Let's say you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna do eBay next year. I'm gonna jump into eBay. I'm gonna do it full time. Well, here's the only thing I got to say about that. Okay, and I think people who follow me on this channel know how I feel about that. Well, right now, at 6.6 million people are unemployed or filing for unemployment because of this virus thing going around. In normal times, I would tell people, whatever you do, don't quit your day job. And I'm not saying it to be mean, and I'm not saying it to burst anybody's bubble, but with eBay or any of these selling platforms, you're going to have highs and lows with it, okay? And, I don't want people to get misled and think, I'm going to quit my job. I used to get a kick out on eBay radio. Person's just saying, I'm going to quit my job and do eBay full time. Good luck to you. My last job I got laid off in June of 2016. I loved the job. The job was great. I had a pension, 401k, bonuses every year, excellent benefits. And to be honest with you, I got laid off in that job. I would have never quit it. I would have done eBay as a side hustle. I mean, why would I want to give that up? Why would I want to give a job up that has a pension, 401k, and you get bonuses every year? Why would I want to do it? And plus health benefits too. Why would I give that up? People say, well, that's what business is all about. Sometimes it's a give and take. Yeah, but that's kind of like risky. To me, that's risky. I'm getting older. I need to look out for my future. Okay? And if I can't cut it on one way or make enough income one way, I got to do it the other. No. I'll just say this. On my Facebook group the other day, I was doing a live video shoot, and someone said, if you don't mind, how much do you make on eBay? Now, folks, I'm not going to disclose what I made on eBay, but I will disclose what somebody else made. This person is a part-time seller. Okay, this is what they're saying, not me. And the person has a full-time job, but they work nights. And they said, so far for the year, for the whole year, they made $90,000. That is nice for a part-time venture, for a part-time eBay venture. But that's for that year. What's going to happen the following year? Okay? You don't know. It's not steady. When you have a full-time job, you know what you're making monthly, weekly, yearly. Okay? Hopefully there's no highs and lows with your job. I wasn't in sales, let's put it that way. I was in finance. But you don't want to have those peaks and valleys like that when it comes to that. And let me tell you something. If you don't believe me, type in, do a Google search, type in slow sales for April 2020, or January, March, or March 2020, slow sales for March 2020, whatever. And you'll see what I'm talking about. And when you click on the eBay community chat, you'll see what people are putting in there. And you might say, well, those people, someone said once before, one of my, I don't know if it was a subscriber or what. Oh, that's all. Those people that go on the eBay community chat board, they talk all negative stuff. No, what they're doing is they're expressing themselves, folks. They're expressing themselves. They're letting people know, hey, I didn't have. All right, maybe people shouldn't go on there and talk and stuff like that. Maybe it should be more on a positive flow, as far as like, well. You go to those chat lines there to get help, and people do help. There are other things on that. People ask questions, about PayPal or eBay questions, whatever. And other community members, such as myself, will go on in. They'll interact with those particular people on there. Sharing your experiences. So no, I know the person where they were trying to get along is trying to say, well, it's all negative stuff, but. They're just expressing themselves. And sometimes, like I said, even when I do the reseller news, when I tell you guys to go to e-commerce bites and look at the comments, those are people that are bringing things to your attention, my attention, that we might not be familiar with. And that's why I encourage you. Read the comments that are left by others, because those are buyers and sellers just like you and I. And they may be bringing things out to you, like I said again, you and I, that we may not be aware of. So, it is what it is. But I got to say one thing, though. I know I keep saying in closing. Shouldn't have said that there. But I know I'm rattling on here. But I just want to let you guys know out there that I'm going to keep doing these videos. And I don't know, like I said, I'm hoping that this channel will grow. And for those who are the diehard ones that stick with me on my subscribers I have that stick with me through thick and thin, I just want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart that you're hanging in there. I'm trying to do better videos. I'm trying to anyway. I'm thinking of things for this channel to grow, to make it grow, put out fresh, good content. And I just want you guys to know I'm there for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm wishing you all the best if you are an eBay seller, even an e-commerce seller. I had a guy in a Facebook group the other day when I was doing a video, said, I sell on eBay and Etsy, I'm doing good. I said, well, great, congratulations. I wish you all the best. I want to see people succeed, just like myself. I want to succeed too. I want to succeed too in this. But it's not the easy road to riches. I'll be honest with you. There's no comparison from my job to eBay. So when I told the person that there, like I said, I was doing a live video on my Facebook group, and I told the person, without getting into detail, I said, let me put it this way. I'll sum it up this way, because he wanted to know how much I was making off of eBay. I said to him, be honest with you, it's nothing compared to what I was making when I had my full-time job. We'll leave it at that, okay? So that should give you a little insight saying, you take it either way you want to, right? But that's how I left it. And I don't really think it's necessary for people to sit there going around telling everybody what they make. Back in the day, it was always a personal thing, Could you imagine going up to your friend or your neighbor? Hey, by the way, how much do you make? You're a cop, or how much you make? You're an airline pilot. How much money you make a year? They probably tell you it's none of your business. So I think it's kind of personal. That's like saying, when you do your taxes, how much money you get back in income tax? Or something along that line. Yeah, those are personal things. You shouldn't ask things like that. But people do. Well, people will share that. They share the information. Just like there are people out there when they go sourcing, they will tell you what they pick up an item for, what they sell it for. On the other hand, I don't go that route. I'll tell you what I sold it for. I don't get into the part there. I bought it for $1, I sold it for 20 or something like that. And the reason why I don't get into that, the reason why I don't go that route is a person I always followed. used to say that there, was doing in one of the videos saying, oh, I bought this. He's going on bragging and boasting about how much he gets the stuff at the Goodwill and what he sells it for. Now, I know people like to hear that. It gives you a little insight like, hey, that's a good idea. People told me, why don't you do that? I don't get into that for the simple reason is I've seen on other sites, people do that, and you get the nasty comments. This guy got, not me, the guy got nasty comments. How dare you go in there, you buy something for $5 and you sell it for $25 or $30. You should be ashamed of yourself. And then it goes back and forth, not with the guy. And then other people start chiming in. And the next thing you know, you guys got because he was being upfront and honest or whatever, telling everybody what he's buying, what he's selling it for, people are starting to, get a little irate and start sitting there saying, this guy's over here, he's buying things from the Goodwill and he's selling for so much money, making a profit. Well, look, that's what eBay is all about. Plain and simple. I didn't respond to it or reply to the comment because first of all, it wasn't directed at me. It was directed at that person. But people can understand that's what eBay is all about. Us resellers, we either do retail arbitrage or we go to yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, and Goodwills and Salvation Armies, and we buy stuff for dirt cheap prices, and we pop them up on eBay, and yes, we make a profit with it. That's free market, open place, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and that's the thing. That's what it's all about. Okay, we're all enterprising people here. We like to buy things like that, and some people make a good living off of it. Believe it or not. There's one guy says, I make a living selling junk. I was like, this guy goes out and says it there on one of his YouTube channels. He goes, I make a living selling junk. I don't refer to my stuff as junk. Okay, my stuff, that really to me degrades the product itself. I always put in there, I sell pre-owned. Okay, I don't like to even use the word used, so I put pre-owned. And it's true. The items I have on my listing, my eBay listings, I don't consider to be junk. I don't. They're not junk. Junk is something that's broken, although people do sell parts for items. I sold it myself. Printers, a printer that I got damaged from a buyer because they didn't package it right, and I had to sell the printer for parts not working. But I don't sell quote-unquote broken printers. The only reason why I ended up selling that printer was broken. It was working in good condition. The buyer sent it back and didn't package it right, and the printer was broken. So I had to sell it for parts not working. I had to get something for it. But otherwise, I don't sell broken things like that. If certain things don't work, like on some of my listings, I'm selling a little, I don't know the make of the radio. Anyway, I'll put it on there. I'll say, well, I think it's a cassette player. I think it's the Craig, whatever. And I put in there, the machine works, the drive, the compact disc doesn't play right. It doesn't turn on. I thought I had it working like that, but apparently I guess it's too old of a unit. And I put it in there though. But it plays a great FM and AM. If you want to listen to AM and FM, I got also new headbuds with it too. I'm adding in there. Things like that on occasion will happen. But I didn't sell it for parts not working. I just said in the listing that on that Craig player that the compact disc don't work. But the AM and FM work great. I mean, it works good. Otherwise, it works great. But things of that nature. But anytime something does come back and is being sold for parts not working, it's not because I sold it broken. It's because when the buyer sent it back, and I should complain. The last time I didn't complain about it because I said, oh, okay, we'll just write it off as a loss. It's a shame. It was a nice print. I think it was an Epson. And person gets it, decides they don't want it. Maybe I got a better deal. If you don't care about it, repackage it. Make it nice because it's going to be resold. Apparently the buyer didn't do that, and it came back broken. So that's what happens. But otherwise, I don't refer to my stuff as junk. I don't, and I will not sell junk. I just won't. Anyway, look, it's getting late. I hope you guys like this video. Again, if you do, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share. My name is Rich Pasini. Today is April 10th, 2020. I'm wishing all of you guys all the best in sales. Stay safe, stay healthy. Until next time, bye-bye for now.